What up, everybody? The Power Universe recently received an award at the 2024 AARP Awards. Congratulations, by the way. And on their behalf to receive this award, they sent LaToya Tenorio, who plays Diana, and Tori Nodden, who plays Tasha, and Isaac Keys, who plays Diamond Sampson. Then there's the Power Choice Awards coming up this week, I think. And again, the Power Choice Awards are going to be hosted by LaToya Tenorio. So this should pretty much confirm to us that she has a good relationship with stars and will most likely be involved in the next book. And adding the fact that Diana is currently pregnant with Tariq's child, and I don't think too many of us want to see another Holly situation play out. But at the AARP Awards, she was joined with Isaac Keys and Tori Nodden. So does this also mean that both Diamond and Tasha will survive to the next series as well? I've said in other videos, either I can definitely see Tasha getting killed this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if she did. At the same time, I don't think she will get killed because Tori Nodden was pregnant at the time of filming season 4. So her role will likely be reduced to like what we saw at the Shop Depot where Tasha works. As far as Diamond's surviving Power Book Force, I haven't really discussed Force too much recently, because it will likely be close to another year before the final season airs. But because this is only the 3rd season and Diamond just recently got released from prison, I think there will be more to his story and I can see him surviving to the next book. And when I sit back and think about it, a spinoff with these characters could actually make a lot of sense. Either though I'm not sure what the storyline or the conflict they would face would be, but as far as these characters coming together, I can definitely see it. And of course, there could also be other characters like Tariq or Tommy added as well, because we don't know what spinoff they will be on if they survive either. Season 4 Diana has recently just figured out that she's pregnant and says it's Tariq's child because her and Salim always used a condom and her and Tariq didn't. The way that Diana has always liked Tariq, and because she was drunk. And like they say, that liquor brings out who you really are. So Diana might have subconsciously been trying to get pregnant on purpose, letting Tariq hit raw. But now that Diana is pregnant with Tariq's child, and she is in the mindset that she don't want her son to grow up like she had to around the game, and that she wants everyone who's going to be around him to be clean. Soon after this is when Tariq had that hallucination. And in the first part, they were a happy family until Kane showed up out of nowhere shooting at him. The second part had Diana shooting at Tariq, screaming that he promised he would get out. And the third part is when he relived the Club Truth scene from another perspective. These could all be warning signs to Tariq about what he has to do moving forward. Possibly eliminating Kane and also getting Diana away somewhere safe where her and her son wouldn't have to worry about the sins of the father coming back on their son, like when Kanan got out of prison and introduced himself to Tariq as Slim. Episode 5 concluded with Tariq and Diana at the ultrasound, with Tariq trying to convince Diana that their son would be safest if he was able to get to the top of the game. With Diana doubling down and telling Tariq that she meant what she said about everyone who's going to be around her son needs to be clean. So episode 5 ended with Tariq at a crossroad, and he must make a decision on what he will do next. But the trailer also shows Diana getting her hands dirty and crushing someone with a weight like Ghost did Marshall Williams, and Carter pointing a gun at Monet, Tariq, and Diana. Since Carter is a major problem, and because Diana is going to have to get her hands dirty at some point, we could then see Tariq send Diana out of town to be with Tasha and the rest of his family for safety. So far, a common theme every season is that Tariq has sent his family into Witsec one by one. I think it was Sax who he told, as long as I'm not around, they'll be safe, when Yaz went into Witsec with Tasha. And it could be the same in regards to Diana. Tariq might end up realizing the only way for Diana and their son to be safe is for them to get away from him as well, especially if Tariq either doesn't want to get out the life or can't because he's forced into it by someone like Carter or Noma. And if either one of them were to find out that Diana is pregnant, that would be a weakness they could expose to get leverage over Tariq. In season 1 is when Tariq made his first move to send Tasha into Witsec after he helped Tommy fake his death. The The problem was that Tasha didn't know she was getting put into WITSEC when she met up with Tariq, thinking they were going on the run. So she left Yaz behind with Estelle. Sax probably also got into Tasha's head a little bit when he asked her if she thought about what it would be like for her daughter in WITSEC. But leaving Yaz behind with Big Mama proved to be a big mistake because Estelle wasn't ready to be a mother again and was drinking heavily, going through depression from everything that was going on. And when Estelle got that DWI, Yaz got put into foster care. And Tariq spent all season 2 fighting for Yaz's custody. But finally at the end of season 2, he realized that Yaz would never be safe staying with him and sent her to be with Tasha in WITSEC. In season 3, Estelle had recovered from her drinking problem, but she was still very depressed being alone in this world. In addition to that, Estelle was being watched by Noma's people as a performance incentive for Tariq to do his job. So Tariq packed a bag and made it look like he was trying to leave the country, causing all of Obi's men to focus on him. So Estelle was able to get to Tamika, Washington and put into WITSEC with Yaz and Tasha. Now in season 4, the next person who Tariq might send into WITSEC is Diana. The thing about that is her and Tasha have a very messy history without ever even meeting each other. In season 3, Diana tried getting Tasha killed. And as a result of this, Tasha shot up Diana's car, hitting Monet, and would have also hit Diana, who was already pregnant at the time, if Monet wouldn't have saved her. Though neither knows about the other's involvement. And Tariq hasn't told Tasha that he has a kid on the way yet either. And this would likely be the only way Tasha would even consider letting Tejada come stay with her. But once she finds out Diana is pregnant with her grandbaby, I'm sure she'll be okay with it. So Tasha and Diana could connect going into the next book at any time, regardless of Tariq's fate, whether he survives, ends up in prison, or dies. Diana being pregnant with his child could easily connect her with Tasha in some type of way, no matter what. Getting me to Diamond Sampson, who also knows nothing of Tasha or Diana, so what could possibly connect him with them for the next book? And that, of course, is Tommy Egan, who is currently Diamond's business partner. And now that Tommy has hashed things out with Tasha, I can see him connecting with her again to help clean his money like she used to back in the day. And if that happens, or Tommy connects with Tasha in any type of way, she could then be introduced to Diamond. And I do believe that Diamond is Tasha's type, not to mention that Tasha has been in WITSEC this whole time without a man. And that's not like Tasha at all. So I could definitely see Diamond being Tasha's future love interest. Because Diamond thought he might have found love and a family in season 2. But when Leon was killed, everything changed and Diamond decided to turn back to the old Diamond, killing both Leon's dad and his probation officer. But we know from the speech that Diamond gave before all this happened that his heart isn't really in the game anymore. He does it now because it's all he knows. So because of that, there's also a possibility that Diamond could choose to get out of the life. Then he would be clean and be able to be around Diana's son. And this might be the fresh start that Diamond would need, because he always wanted a child that he could be a father-like figure to, like Leon in season 2. If Diamond is cleaning out the game and in a relationship with Tasha, then he could also be around Diana's son and be the male figure in his life if Tariq isn't in the picture. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.